everybody. This is my attempt to fit as much as I can in a short amount of time my part 2 of my life and home renovation. It's very brave of you, Seth. The Lord is building up Jerusalem.
Bear dog, what are you doing in the chickens? Oh, he loves it.
So in part 1, I showed you how we got the house livable. Let's put it like that. It's still a work in progress. We've still got stuff to do, but it's been livable all along, and it's getting better every day. We've been here about 9 months, and I have to say probably about halfway into that, we transitioned to outside because I caught the garden bug pretty bad. I think some of the things that had been dormant on the inside, because I lived in this city, they came alive with the springtime, and I wanted a garden so bad. So, and my husband, being just the great partner and friend that he is, was like, you know, let's stop the production around the house and let's get you some raised beds. Successes. I'll take it. So one of the first things we did before we went outside, maybe after the raised beds, was put in a double glass door. What are those called? French door. Put in a French door. This cat needs a home. He's a good boy. Wow. That was such a game changer. You know, it had this really hideous, ugly wooden door, which was gonna go anyway. It's just like this 90-degree views all the time, and it is so beautiful. The natural light it's just beautiful. Really brought the outside in, really made the porch another room of the house, which we are gonna screen it in. You know, it gave us the vision to go a little further, which again has been kind of the way things are. You know, you do one thing and then you kind of see, hey, you know what would look good, and then we go and do it, and it's all been, you know, pretty economical. I'm really pleased with how things have turned out. Kind of going back a little bit, when we moved in, Jeff had already come and done a lot in the yard, and that being said, it still needed so much. When I look at the pictures when we first moved in, it's almost a little bit embarrassing, but you know, I had the kids over and entertained all the time. I was so glad to be out here, and I just thought it was a dream, but of course there were things that needed to be done. We also got some chickens with the spring. We got 6 little bitties, and they needed a coop. So right off the bat, we took, when I lived here 15 years ago, my daughter had a horse, and we had built her a little stable. And it's 15 years old. It had been many things to probably a handful of people, and we converted it to a chicken coop, and it's quite adorable. Used stuff that was on hand, things that we had torn apart from the dog kennels and things, which I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but we built the chickens a home.
Best Sabbath ever. I hate when you do that. I don't have time to suck in my stomach.
You still trying to find out, getting the weather on a no service?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out if it's raining. So we know what we need to do.
Yeah. I think it's light enough right now. We need to make a run for it.
That one ain't moving it. She's in that corner. She is not giving it up. That's you. She don't like rain. I don't like getting wet.
Oh, she's asleep.
Asleep.
It was a glorious day to me, the day that Jeff consented to tear down those dog pens. I think there were 16 of them. To the guy's credit that lived here, apparently he was really good training, hunting dogs, and he had a slew of them himself, but they were abandoned, they were grown over, they were a huge eyesore. So we tore down the dog pens. It was a lot of work. Jeff did all of it by himself, really. And I'm happy to say that we were able to recycle them. Before we even started tearing them down, we had a couple of neighbors that stopped and asked us what we were going to do with them and if they could have them. But we did make a few friends, and we were able to, after he took them all apart, we were able to give them away. And then there was the situation of the blocks. There were about 100 cinder blocks laid in the ground, kind of dug in, that I guess the dog kennel owner had put so the dogs couldn't dig out, I'm thinking, kind of kept them off the ground. And they sat there for many months after we got rid of the dog kennels. And, you know, I was so thrilled to see the dog kennels gone, but you know how it is. That thing that still needs to be done, you know, it's nagging at you. And I was pretty persistent for Jeff to please get those blocks up. So, you know, there was a day he's like, I'm going after the blocks. And, you know, Mama was happy. He looked just like the guy in the Pixar shorts.
Yeah.
With the no teeth.
Yes.
Just like him. He gets out. He was just wanting to meet me and talk, and he asked about the garden, and he told me about where he lives around the corner, and he told me what he was going to plant, and he said he was going to put some peas in, and he didn't know if they were if it was too hot, but somebody told him it wasn't, and kale, and but he said he's putting his he starts his fall garden in September.
Thanks.
Yeah, he said what was he, Jeff, what did he yeah, the peas are now. What did he say he was going to plant in September? Kale.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's no block up there.
So spring came and went, summer came and went. I tried my hand at gardening and got, you know, particular results. Had a lot to learn, definitely learned what I didn't know.
The real camp light, air pockets, water deeply after planting.
I don't think that hole's big enough, I'm just saying. Put in, you know, an attempt at a meadow garden, which really ended up being some patches of flowers that I planted around, but I'm going to have a go at that again next spring because I know now what to do. And I did get some pretty decent results. I mean, I'm happy with them. I love flowers and, you know, anything that blooms. Probably a huge defining project was the outside of the home. You know, it was a little humbling to live here with the outside looking like it was. You know, because nobody knows what it looks like inside. They don't know that we, you know, kind of rehabbed it and brought it down to nothing and built it back up again, and it smells good and it's comfortable and clean. You know, they don't know that. So that was kind of humbling, and I was always kind of nudging Jeff, you know, can we do something with the outside of the home, because, you know, I am embarrassed. You know, I would like to show people, whoever these people are, that's hilarious, you know, that we've change some things. So anyway, that was really huge. In true Jeff fashion, he just got up one day and started ripping the siding off of the wall.
Stop.
And lo and behold, it had some panels, I guess what it was first, and he instantly saw, hey, we can do like a board and batten pattern on this. And you know, God willing, there's not missing pieces and stuff, but even if there was, you can still buy it. You can still buy that particular siding. So we were ecstatic. I mean, that was like a gift. And you know, it took a little bit. We didn't get to it right away, but gosh, I am so thrilled with the results.
Yeah.
They're 16s. That means there's 16 of them. So there's your half is the center. 1/4 and 3/4
Yeah.
is the two in between them. Then you have 1/8, 3/8.
All right. I'm trying to imagine in my mind
Guess who put up all these boards on the wall?
you and Jeff. Good job,
That
Dan.
cat. Jeff has me working the nail.
No, wait! Jukebox Hero!
Jukebox Hero.